pleasure. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Now, Two-Face of January, if you could tell us a little bit about that film and also what it's like being nominated.
Well, Two-Face January was a period thriller starring Viggo Mortensen, Kirsten Dunst and Oscar Isaac, and it was about a young tour guide in 1960s Greece who gets himself into a lot of trouble by sort of meeting the wrong couple. I'm thrilled to be nominated because it's I'm someone who takes reviews very seriously and critics very seriously, so it's to be nominated from the critics group is a fantastic honour in that sense, because I really care when I get the bad ones and the good ones.
So do you make sure you read all the reviews then?
I do, and it's a painful thing because you're always going to read bad ones, and I've done other films as a screenwriter where I've had very bad reviews, but I think you learn something from all of them, because I think in a way they also validate what we're doing. It's like if no one wrote about it, it wouldn't be no one would go and see it and all that. So it is. And I think the British critics get a hard time from British filmmakers about not giving them a fair break, but I think they're actually very kind and very generous when I think sometimes when the film deserves it, and even when it doesn't, I think they're supportive as a body.
So, and how do you think British critics compare with international critics then?
I don't know. I think that with criticism becoming, I think good critics are really important for the film industry. I think now, especially now that it's such a public thing and anyone can write and review, I think there's a reason that critics who are the really great critics watch all the films and they compare them all, and it's not personal. They really are judging the work, and I think that comes from practice and writing lots of reviews and caring about what you do. And I don't think just anyone should be a critic. I don't know if that's very un-PC or something, but I really think it's a very, very, it's a skill and an art and something that needs to be well done.
Do you think being a fan of films isn't quite enough to be a critic then? Do you need more than that?
I think it's important, but I think in a way, I guess the reach that those critics have depends on how well they do it. But I think what I've noticed is that the professional critics very rarely get personal, and they don't say things like, "Oh, he should never have directed in the first place," or whatever. They tend to just be a little bit more, just I think more mature maybe in the way that they approach the criticism.
Excellent. Well, that's very nice to hear, I guess. Okay. And finally, just to know what you're up to next and what you've got coming up.
Well, I'm doing a bit of TV, but I'd love to write another script to direct, and I'd also love to write for other directors. I'm sort of open to anything that's sort of, anything that pays, really.
Exactly. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey!